Welcome, everyone, to Make Your Day Richer. We did it. We made it to Friday, and this weekend is the NAMI Walk. So if you haven't registered yet for that, we had Jennifer Sims on last week to talk about that here in the Lancaster County area. You should register. Go to NAMIPiedmont.org, register you or your team for that walk, and we'll see you this weekend. It's on Sunday, okay? Do it. I'll be there. There you go. My guest is a poet and a musician, and he's doing something completely different with his art. Peter Gunn is here to tell us all about his new album, Hazing Hades, and how he and his band are bringing back the 80s with lyrics that are pure poetry. This album is amazing. I just want you all to know that, and you need to go look it up, download it, listen to it, do all the things you can. It's really, really good. And I want you to listen to his song Heartbreak hit before we bring him out here. So if that sounds like a good show to you, click that like button, click that share button, and let's start the show.
Make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Peter, I have to say that I've been listening to the album all morning long. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It was a labor of love, honestly, for all of us. It really was.
It's
We wanted to bring back the '80s.
well, okay. So that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of the albums that my dad would listen to.
Hmm.
And now that I'm my dad's age, in that time, I it like it's just so well produced. The songs are great. The lyrics are amazing. Y'all did a great job. It's Hazing Hades, correct? That's the title of the album.
Hazing Hades. Yeah.
Hades, yes, and available on Spotify and all the places.
All the platforms, it should be there, yes.
Can you tell everybody a kind of the background on the formation of the band and how this came about?
Well, when you're an entrepreneur, you're always looking for ways to rebrand yourself and to make yourself bigger and better. Now, my good friend Andrea Giordani, she's redoing my Amazon's audiobook right now. And I figured, okay, why not have a soundtrack to it? So I started looking around for a band to do it. And just by sort of accident, I stumbled into the lead vocalist, Leo Sazer, and then he knew Ellis and Max, the other two guys that are in the band. And then we decided to try to make a go of it. And they're in Germany, so
Mhm.
we're recording via Zoom when we do everything, and we're putting everything together as fast as we can. But it's a labor of love for all of us because we miss the era. We want to bring it back.
And you're based where?
I'm in South Carolina. Yeah.
Why are you not here? I'm also in South Carolina. You should be
Oh
here
wow. Okay.
in this chair next time,
Yeah.
and chatting. That's so awesome. It is so good. You have to go get the album because it was. I've been listening to it all morning. Like I don't. I need to. It's one of those albums where you want to actually learn the lyrics, sing along, like where you have your favorite songs. I'm so impressed. I don't know nothing about music, but I was like, holy crap! Like this
The
is
thing
one
that,
of
that
those CDs.
the thing that makes it different than any other, I'd say, album is every song is a poem. So I crafted each as a poem, and you will hear the rhyming in the words. I know there's a lot of musicians out there. I don't want to poo-poo on them, but they'll make the melody first, and then they'll sort of hammer the lyrics into the melody, and it just doesn't fit. So you need to have the lyrics flow first is what I feel for my heart, and it makes the song sound so much better.
That makes complete sense now because when I was reading about you, we were reading about the poetry and you're writing poet, and I was like, and then you listen to the album and you're like, how does a guy who loves poetry and writes poetry create this rock album? And but then as I was listening to it, I was like, this is complete poetry, and
It's a
now I know
poetry.
it's actually poetry.
Hmm. Yeah, it's poetry on steroids.
Yeah, yes, yes, it's very loud, noisy poetry, but so good. Have you always been in love with the written word with poetry, like since you were a kid?
One of my inspirations to get into poetry was David Coverdale from Whitesnake. If you ever
Mm,
look at some of their songs, look at the lyrics. Don't listen to it. Read the lyrics. You'll see it's a poem.
yeah. Yes. Were you always also into music?
Oh yes, I'm
Creative.
self-taught. So the other guys are all professionals. They sort of haste me. Actually, the song "Heartbreak Hit" was sort of a joke, and that's where the hazing came from in "Hazing Hades" because it wasn't supposed to be a good song. They wanted to see what I was made of, so to speak. So they gave me the word "quote unquote," and I had to use it in a heartbreak song because every band has a heartbreak song. So that's what we came up with. That's me singing it. Yeah.
Do you have any plans to tour with this or go like
Well, it's one of those things because they're located in Germany. I'm here. We're going to see if the fan base builds up. If there's enough of a fan base that builds up for it, then yes, we'll look for it in the future. Yeah.
okay, good. Good. And what's your are you planning on I mean it are, when you have a band that is in a completely different country, what is the kind of thought process for more music? Are you in communication often with the other band members, or is it like
No,
let's put this out, see what happens, and then go? We'll check in 6 months.
no. Once a week, we have a jam session, and I'll come up with something new, and we try to put it into a song and make it into a viable song. So at least once a week, either Saturday or Sunday, or both, depending on what's going on. And we try to get at least one song a week if we can.
Okay, good. Also, I knew we were going to be friends because you love coffee.
Hmm.
So I want to talk about that. I've been drinking coffee since I was like 10. Uh,
Oh wow, early starter.
yes, thank you to my mother and my grandmother. And black coffee. I've never done anything but just black coffee. What do you drink?
I drink black coffee, but I have an appreciation for the different tastes in the coffee bean itself.
Hmm.
So, I'll drink Starbucks, but it's not the best. I think Dunkin' Donuts is a lot better, honestly.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Would you remember Borders, the bookstore?
Yes.
So when Seattle's Best bought out like their cafe, all the managers had to get trained as a barista for Seattle's Best, and that's when I really fell in love with like good coffee. Seattle's Best coffee, owned by Starbucks, but completely different. Not that if Starbucks wants to call us and be a sponsor, we won't let that. But um, yes. So are you like an all like I do coffee meditations? I love like everything around it, like the
Oh yeah,
steam.
I love the
Yeah.
smell of it. I remember an ex-girlfriend got me coffee cologne, and I had to stop wearing it because I crave coffee all day, smelling myself.
That's so funny. I didn't know there was. If I had a
Yeah.
cologne named after me, it would probably be yes, a coffee cologne.
Hmm.
That's funny. Um, you also, I mean, you're writing music, poetry. You have a couple book series,
Hmm.
correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Can you talk about those?
Well, the Amazons is comes from the fact that the females are, for the most part, left out of the hero's journey in literature. You look
Mhm.
back at the Iliad, the Odyssey, Beowulf, Dante's Inferno. Even back to Shakespeare, a lot of it's left out. So I felt that it was a discrepancy, and I wanted to enroll my daughter into my love of poetry, but when you can't help but ask yourself, why would a young girl want to read this stuff?
Mm,
That's why I started
yeah.
the Amazon series that allows the feminine to come into the hero's journey.
And I want to talk about linked lyrical poetry, which is what I believe you call what you write, right?
LLP, yes, yep. I had to come up with it because um, kids can't relate to that poetry of the past. They won't understand, especially things like Shakespeare. You need someone to explain it to you. Like, what is he saying? So the reason I came
Mhm.
up with it is so they understand it. It's closely related to rap. Okay, it continues to rhyme, but it doesn't have the restrictions of the pentameter, the A A B repeating like in a normal poem, but it's still you recognize it as poetry.
Okay. And what would you say to people who, since you are writing many different types of things, and I think that writing, whether it's for public consumption or not, if it's for you in a journal that sits in your nightstand, can you talk a little bit about what you get out of writing?
Well, it gives me a way to not only express myself, but then to, I think, help humanity, to come into its own because I want to encourage young writers to take up the pen and maybe try LLP or creative writing of some sort themselves. Get away
Mhm.
from their phones and start
Yeah,
writing, or write on your phone if need be. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. How many kids do you have?
I have three
Three
kids.
kids. Are they into any of the creative arts, including writing, or?
My daughter is big into art, so I figure someday she'll probably be doing illustrations for me.
Uh-huh. That's good. That's good. Then maybe you don't have to pay her or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you working on right now? I mean, the album just came out the end of August, correct?
Yes,
The middle
we
of
are
August?
actually working on another album right now,
Oh my god.
getting tracks down for that. Yes. So, and I'm also working on the Amazons too, trying to get that out as well. So, I wear many hats. That old vaudeville hat act where one was spinning plates. I have numerous plates spinning around me at all times. I'm also working on a graphic novel. Right now, I have about 12 people working for me, six of them being artists working on the graphic novel. So,
Wow.
that will be in stores soon.
Is there one thing that you really love doing more than other that you gravitate to, or is it like the combination of all of these different things that like lights you up?
I think it's a combination of all of them. The expressiveness and the LLP, the soulfulness of the music and the graphic art just, it hits home. It hits home when you look at it and read it. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. Where did the band name come from?
Well, it actually comes from my NDE when I was younger. If you want me to go into detail on that, I was actually
Yes.
uh, had passed away from heat stroke when I was a child. Okay, and of course, when you're that young, you don't realize, the signs and symptoms are coming on. So uh, I remember a white light in a tunnel, and I was being transported up the tunnel when I passed. And then I was given a what they call like a past life review, but it was very brief. And I was then taken over to what I perceived to be the gates of heaven. And I was stopped by another angel. He was very cross. He was upset. And when I saw him, I don't know. You get a feeling of deja vu, like you know somebody, you've seen somebody before. I felt I knew this angel, and he said, "Your job isn't done. You have to go back." And then I woke up back in my body. Paramedics hovering over me and trying to figure out what just happened. Yeah, it was quite brief of an NDE, but it was life changing, and that's where the name of the band comes from. The Angelics is from my angel encounter.
And when you brought that up to the band, were they like, yes, 100%? This is
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes, definitely.
I love that. I love that. How has I mean, you were so young when that happened, but how do
Mhm.
you think were you still like how do you think that changed really your life trajectory? Did it like completely like reframe what you thought of life and death even?
Well, there were paranormal things going on after it, as which happens with a lot of people like that. I was starting to see spirits, both dark and
Mhm.
light. Starting to see certain things happen before it happened. It was unnerving for my mother at the time to tell, for me to tell her, hey, this is going to happen, and then it would happen.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact that things like that happened to me, I knew this wasn't a dream. I knew it was real. Okay, and when that happens to you, I wake up every day thinking, what is my mission? I have to be worthy of that angelic mandate. So I have to push. I have to keep going, which is probably why I'm going down so many avenues as well, is to fulfill my job down here.
Yeah, and make the most out of it. What is the best way that people can connect with you and the band out there in the world?
You could go to my website at www.petergunn.net, and if you want to download the Amazons, go to Amazon Kindle and type in Peter Gunn the Amazons.
Yes, that's the series title is The Amazons, not
Yeah.
on Amazon. Yeah, it's also on Amazon as well. What do you love most about your life right now?
The fact that I'm able to help people with my avenues, it's especially with the music, the responses I'm getting is very dramatic, and people are, especially things like the song "The Loop," people that are in addictive cycles don't quite realize it until they listen to the song. Like, wait a minute, he's talking about me, he's singing about me. Then they realize, wait a minute, I'm doing this to myself, and
Wow.
it is actually helping people's lives.
Yeah. It's a great album. It's called Hazing Hades. You're fantastic. Please come back anytime. And next time come here since we're in the same
Okay,
city.
we'll do that. We'll do that definitely. Yeah.
And maybe we'll be in a place where when the band comes over here, you guys tour.
Okay. Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Yeah, yes. Thank
Yeah,
you so
I
much
will.
for being here and for sharing your story.
Oh, thank you for having me. I had a blast.
Of course. Come back anytime. Peter Gunn, everyone. We're going to take a break. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this. Life is difficult. Are you feeling overwhelmed or like you could use a little support for your mental well being? Visit the Help Hub. It's the most comprehensive and inclusive free online destination for mental health resources, helpful tools, crisis hotlines, and supportive content. Just go to thehelphub.co to find the resources you need when you need them most. Unlike other resource pages, the Help Hub is divided into 16 different categories, ensuring that everyone in every community has access to the resources and support that matches their unique needs. Find the help you're looking for at thehelphub.co. The album is so good. I cannot tell you how good it is. I can't stress that enough. So you should go get it. Seriously. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me all weekend. If you want to buy me a coffee, I'd really appreciate the support. Go to buymeacoffee.com/makeyourdayricher and buy me a coffee or two, would you? It'd be fantastic. I hope you have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you back here on Monday. Go make your day richer. Go make somebody else's day richer. You've made mine by watching this show, and I love you for it. And that's it. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.